Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm King Sway, and welcome to King Sway Entertainment. Today we have the one thing you can only do once in Elden Ring by the channel Leviathan. I haven't seen it, so first thing I see is Morgott. We about to jump into this, see what's going on.
There's nothing quite like a first playthrough in a game you enjoy. Time feels like it doesn't exist, and nothing else matters but the memories we make along the way. So, why do we want to forget them so badly? It sounds absurd at first, but wanting to erase memory of a game and replay it is one of the most common wishes you will find on the internet. And it makes sense. There are so many different things coming together to make a first playthrough special that you just won't be able to match anywhere else. And there are not a lot of games that did it as well as Elden Ring did. I'm warning you, it's gonna get nostalgic in here.
It was just like old times.
Elden Ring has been out for almost 10 months now. Most people have beaten the game at least once, and an overwhelming majority of those people would call the first playthrough special. There are thousands of reasons in these comments as to why this game was so unforgettable.
Look, I'm gonna agree with that, but that I can't remember the thing's name. The Tree Sentinel, right at the beginning of the game, like once you actually get into Limgrave. From software, you're geniuses, but you're also dicks. Uh, they put a boss like right. They got from it's open world, and they got free roaming bosses. I'm like, you know what? They're not gonna put a boss right there, right literally where I can see him. They did. They put a boss right where I can see him, and that no, that he kicked my ass time and time again. And then what was it? The ulcerated tree spirits or the regular the tree spirits. They look like women with the staffs. Yeah, they kept kicking my ass. The first time when I first ever played Elden Ring, and I loved it, but I was so frustrated at the same time. So yeah,
Yet all of them boil down to three major reasons. But what even is the point of trying to find out all of this? Well, for one, it might help some people relive that experience, but mainly, I want to figure out why this game left such a lasting impression on me and clearly a lot of other people as
I'm
well.
wondering what that
Do you
armor
remember
is.
these things? Or maybe these? Chances are that after the first time, you've never touched them again. But in that first playthrough, they were
You
exciting to
follow the
find. I
ghost.
bring these up because Elden Ring has a thing for guiding the player. Be it the light from graces or little details like these. In such a vast and empty world, it's a
And that
pleasant
shoots
surprise
out.
from time to time to have some form of force wanting to guide you on your adventure. Similarly, walking into Caelid for the first time just for a truck-sized dog to turn
Stay out of Caled. Don't go east. Stay out of Caled. Go there when you're strong and like. Again, like I said, it is open world. There's nothing stopping you from going to a lot of places. I was like, I wonder what's east. That shit, Tyrannosaurus head ass dogs. And you ain't supposed to. Yeah, no, just and the rot, bro. Like the
you to a treat is a clear sign that you're supposed to go somewhere else. All of this results in an
what I just
unexplained
say.
yet guided adventure. You see those dogs and you want to get revenge, so it will be on your mind until you get strong enough to return. And this feeling of not knowing what else that area has to offer, or when you will be going back there, leaves a lot of room for imagination. I still vividly remember being memed on by the chest in Limgrave and ending up in Caelid's Crystal Cave
That's
just to see
yeah.
the empty, rotten red swamp and these disgusting looking things all over the place. Walking through Caelid, I thought I had stumbled across some sort of alternate version of the Lands Between, similar to a Links to the Past Dark World. It felt mysterious and terrifying. But even without these magical moments of
Is
confusion,
that a room
I
bear?
would
Because
have
that looks
loved
like a
every
room
second
bear.
of the game because of how well the game handles quality and quantity. There's always something to do, and it is always satisfying because the core gameplay is just so fleshed out by now. Stopping yourself from playing was genuinely the hardest challenge. All of this created a sort of childlike feeling. As a kid, I had no idea about software or hardware limitations. I did not understand that NPCs have pre-written dialogue or that worlds have borders. It was such a special thing, but sadly as I grew up, that passion for games made me learn so much more about them that that feeling mostly faded. Elden Ring made me feel that way again. I wanted to stay awake all night, play it first thing in the morning, skip work for it. I can only imagine how much stronger that feeling would have been had it been my first Souls game. Not knowing what weapons or items are good and what mechanics to use made every item pickup special, and finding out how good, for example, jumping can be to dodge attacks was mind-blowing.
All right, the Serpent Slayer's spear for that boss fight. That weapon is made just for that boss fight, and the special attack it uses. Once you beat that boss, you can't even use it again. It's ass. It's ass. I think in my I've played it through twice. I'll be playing it on this channel once I'm done with Fallout, which I gotta I gotta do voiceover and editing and everything for that. Yeah, just I stuck with mostly mainly. See, I'm the type of dude that if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Um, the pedal whips, I use those, and I use the Meteoric Ore Blade and the Moon Veil. Why? Because power stancing, I didn't know was a thing, and they brought it from Dark Souls 2 into Elden Ring. They combined everything from 1, 2, 3, and Sekiro. Sneaking and jumping from Sekiro, you can sneak and jump, and stuff from all of the Dark Souls games, and put it in Elden Ring, and I loved it. Uh, the fact that I could wield two katana and feel like Musashi Miyamoto going, and it felt pretty good, especially when you can do the Moon Veil. You come out, and all of a sudden with a Bato Jutsu, and then that energy wave comes out, you feel awesome. I don't even use spells like that, but I got my intelligence up so that it would hit hard as fuck.
To me. Looking back at what weapons I used, none of these are really considered vanilla
Astal, fuck
nowadays,
that thing.
but to this day, using them will
Yeah.
always remind me of my struggles against Malekith. When I finally got myself to take a break and opened YouTube, I saw hundreds of new discoveries and secrets I had no idea about. How can it be so huge and filled with secrets?
That's what she said.
That even after hundreds of hours, I see and learn new
The dragon.
things. And lastly, an immersive and long game like this is a perfect way to escape. Many people had it rough, and Elden Ring was the way of forgetting. And no matter which one of the other points applied, nothing is as valuable as something to look forward to. The reason we crave to forget and relive this magical feeling is different for everyone, but I think most of us can agree that I hope the DLC will make us feel that way again.
I was saying that was pretty short. No, just like I said, I love Elden Ring. I love From Soft Games. I haven't touched Dark Souls 2. I've played and beat 1 multiple times. Played and beat 3. I've played and beaten Elden Ring. I don't have a PlayStation. I do everything off my Xbox. That's why I have not touched Bloodborne. But I would actually like to. If they ever do some kind of port for it, yeah. I'm not much of a PC gamer because I use my PC for work. So, the Bell-bearing Hunters, those dudes suck. Or, okay, I watched lore. I don't remember. Maybe I did on this channel. That the Bell-bearing Hunter, it's not multiple, it's just one. And just like how you get your ass whooped, and then you go back and you get stronger, you come back stronger each time to that boss, that's how it is with him. He gets stronger every time. And his strongest form is in a castle. It's like in this middle castle, this swamp area. In the swamp, it's poisonous, and that's when he's at his strongest. And you get the prosthetic limb for Millicent, and it was something else you're supposed to get. I don't remember, but you got the knights, like Melania's knights and other creatures and stuff running about, and those centipede looking things. I don't remember the names of them, but those things are, screw those things. Yeah. But I'm about to go into lore and all this stuff, and I'm trying not to. But as he was saying, yeah, I do agree that some games I do feel as though I wish I could play for the first time all over again, and Elden Ring is one of them. I'm not going to sit here and say like it's a masterpiece or anything, but it is a very good game. I loved it. I loved dueling. I loved trying to match my style, my tactics against other people. The one thing I don't like about it is to invade someone, they've already got to be with a friend. Because, like I said, I played 1 and I played 3, and I used to invade all the time. And the duels were, I don't want to say majestic, but they were pretty cool. I said something before about how I always use bleed builds. And in Dark Souls 1, I have the Golden Tracer, and I would keep a shield. But what I would a shield and a crossbow for when you start trying to run away, I can just like tank. The shield was just in case you actually get or you get close and you start hitting me so I can turtle for a little bit and move away. Uh, Try and find a gap in your attacks, and then I can press my own attack. And the Gold Tracer has great build, and it'll bleed you out. I say great build, great bleed, and it'll bleed you out real quick if you can keep hitting someone. But we're gonna end the video there before I keep yammering on. If you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, hit the like, subscribe button, and the notification button, and the bell. Down in the description below will be links to my merch shop, will be links to the books that I have published on Amazon, and links to my Patreon if you want to support this channel in a different way. We over here will greatly thank you. In the meantime, in between time, I'm always with these peace signs. I'm your main man, King Sway, and I'm going to catch you in the next one.